Guys, what we're going to do in this video is actually open up and take a look at the 10th year BattlBox. This is mission 120, which if you guys do your math, one of these missions for every month, that's going to equal 10 years of BattlBox doing what they do. And this one is basically a themed kit that, you know, all of their stuff is themed, but this one in particularly is themed for all things fire. And so let's just open it up and dig right in. You do have the mission brief buried in here somewhere. Go ahead and get it out. This is what's going to come in all of the battle boxes. If you guys are interested in any of this and signing up for BattlBox, be sure to go over and use my code BOOM15. Save yourself some money off of their subscription. And the mission kit is going to give you all of the information about the various levels that the kits that they have, as well as all of the gear that each kit comes with, and just kind of give you a little bit of a history behind each pieces of the gear. Okay, that's what you get here. And all of these kits, somewhere buried in here is going to be the golden ticket, and that's something that this kit comes with, and particularly it being the 10th year kit. You can see it right here. You know, you want to scratch that off, and it could be, well, who knows what it'll be. You know, that's something that we'll look at some point in the future. So right now I'm just going to set it aside. And this is something here that is very handy when you have any kind of fire going on. Something handy even to keep in your house, and that is fire extinguishers. You know, you get two different kinds of fire extinguishers in this kit. You get a vapor clean and then a dry stop. And basically what this is for a couple of different kinds of fires that you may need. I would recommend, guys, that everyone learn to use a fire extinguisher and then keep something like this around. Okay, you can take something as simple as this and literally keep your house from burning down. If you were to have a fire in the kitchen, if you had something get out of control, this is something that can help you tremendously. This is just one of the things that you get, or I should say two of the things that you get in the kit. This is another one, a very important thing. This is a fire blanket. I am not going to open it up, and I'm going to put links to some of this stuff down below, as you can see, where you can go over and pick up some of these individual components if you wanted to. Something like this is very handy. These are made, it's basically a fireproof blanket, and what you could do is you could take something like this, throw it over top of a fire. If you were to have a grease fire in your kitchen or something like that, take this, throw it over top of it, and it would smother that fire out. It's very large, and you can see here it does come in this nice case, and you can just simply grab this, rip it out, and pull that whole blanket out and have something that you can simply save yourself, save your house, or anything else with you right here. Okay, this is something that can help you tremendously. You could use something like this if you were ever to have a house fire to kind of help throw over you potentially, to help get you out of there, to kind of protect you as you're trying to run out to get out of your house. And again, guys, it's always a good idea to have some type of a fire prevention, some type of a fire prevention tool where you can get to it. Now, there are other things that we need to look at as well. We're going to go ahead, and for you guys, when you're camping, it's always a good idea to have a lighter. And this is something that you can do, or something you can use that's going to help protect those lighters. The Fire Sleeve Mini, you know, you can get those mini Bic lighters that are out there. Slip one into this, and it's going to help protect it. And that way, you know, it keeps it from getting beat up while it's in your bag or pocket or whatever. And it's just a nice little thing to have. Okay, if you're going to be building a fire, if you don't have a lighter, we have a flint steel. This is another great tool. This is something that will help you in the event that you don't have a lighter, or if your lighter's gotten wet, if your matches has gotten wet. You can literally put these things under water, pull them out, wipe them off, and use them to start a fire. But that is just one of the things that can help. This is also something else right here. These fire plugs, these are designed to help you build a fire, to get a good fire going. In the event that you don't have any good tinder, this is your tinder. Throw these in a go bag. They're a very simple element. You can simply break them apart, light them with either a lighter or your fire steel, and that way you can help get a fire going faster, particularly if you've got a bunch of wet material that you're trying to start a fire with. If it's damp, if you're out and it's been raining, misting, whatever, and you didn't get a bunch of your material dried off, it could be a little bit of a challenge, even with, you know, a feather stick or whatever. Something like this can help you tremendously get that fire going when you need to. And we're just going to keep going, guys. You can see here you do get some discounts as far as some of the other stuff that you get, and there's a couple of things in here that I've kind of set back for the last, and this is going to be the first of them. And you can see that this is the Kelly Kettle. This is a multifunctional cook stove, basically. One of the things when we're out camping, we need to boil water. If I can just get this opened up and get it out here for you guys, just bear with me. You need to boil water, you need to do it rapidly. This is something that can help you do that, okay? This is basically what it is. It does come with a few other things that we'll look at here in just a minute, but what you can do is basically you can fill this up with water, and it's not like what you would think. You can see right through there, it's basically hollow down through there, and that's because the water is going to go onto the outside of the Kelly Kettle. If we can get this opened up, I'll have to say that that plug is in there good. And basically you can see there, you fill this up, and when you have it together the way that it's supposed to go, it's basically going to be a super quick way to boil your water. You can see how it's set up there on the front of that picture, and we're going to go out at some point. I'm going to get some of this stuff out and actually show you a bit more about how it's used. You got a nice bag that you can keep it in, that you can store it in, you know, throw it in your backpack or whatever, and that is a very useful way to basically boil water, do whatever you need to do. And of course we've got to get the rest of it out. You can see here, we'll go ahead and just get this pulled out just to show it to you guys. These are real cool as far as like doing any kind of camp cooking. You know, if you needed a little bit of a fire just for using a small skillet or whatever, you're going to cook breakfast in the morning, something like this, you set that on top of that, have your twig fire going underneath there, and then that way you could literally cook on top of this. Okay, you can have your kettle, set it right down in there. You could feed fuel straight down through the top of that until it gets full. You can have your handle here, and that is designed to help keep you from burning your hands with the way that that handle is made. You know, it's a very nice outfit. It's very thick. You can see the thickness of that steel kind of looking around the side there, and that's going to be not too heavy for carrying in a bag or whatever, but it is something that is going to work very well. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and set that aside, and I want to show you something that I'm really excited about too, and that is this. If you guys have been a follower of my channel for a while, you know that I am a fan of knives and guns and all kinds of stuff like that. And this is something that I look forward to getting when I knew it was coming out in this kit. This is from Civivi. Just to go ahead and show you what you get in this pack. You can see you get some stickers, all kinds of other goods, things like that. You know, it talks about all of the things from the company. This is the sheath that you get with this knife, but we're not here to look at the sheath. We're here to look at the knife itself. And to show you what you get, let's go ahead and get this out. I want you to look at this knife. You need a good bushcrafting knife. Right here you go. Very well made knife. Look at the thickness of that blade. You could easily use that to strike your steel for getting a fire going or for whatever. You know, that's a very hefty knife. It does feel good in the hands. I'll have to say that it is a little bit slick on that handle, but that's no big deal. You know, you get this in where you need it to, you're going to do just fine. And I have to say, I think that is a very nice knife that you get. Okay, and again, the leather sheath that it comes with. Let's go ahead, set this down and get it in that sheath. Get this out here. You can see that sheath. Very nice leather sheath that you get. Very thick back here, that way you don't have to worry about it cutting through. And let's just go ahead and get it in there. See how it fits. And just like that, you can have it on your side or whatever. and that is going to work very well. That's a very well made knife. Again, guys, go down to the link below, check some of this stuff out. Also be sure to go over, check out BattlBox, save yourself on the monthly subscription by using my code. You won't regret it, guys. Okay, anyways, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And guys, we'll see you next time.